So you want to do the path for the monkeys. You're going to want to go down to the monkey door. You're going to get, I would suggest swapping your blowpipe, moving it up to the top where your crossbow is, or however you're laid out. But just have your blowpipe ready as your switch. And you're going to go through, when you get in there, you're going to want to make 2 spaces. Depending on what you've got. If you've got a warhammer, apparently you can use it as a hammer. I haven't actually tried this yet, but apparently you can. Which would make sense. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that before. But yeah, I've got the extra space for the blowpipe swap and the hammer I picked up and the potion. You're going to want the potion and the hammer if you haven't got a hammer. So you're going to go in, and it's kind of like Nilo's, but not quite Nilo's, because you can damage them all with every attack style. It's just, I find that some seem to be weaker to, like the melee guy that's come out now, seems to be weaker to other things like mage than melee. That skull that's come up, the first person in the room at the beginning will get picked for sight, and they will get those skulls come up on either the pillars or the vents. If you get the pillars, call the pillars, everyone needs to run to a pillar and repair it. And if you get the skull come up on the vents, everyone needs to run on the vents and use a dose of the potion. It will just like pour it on the floor. There is another mechanic which you won't see in solo. There's the pillars again. You won't see it in solo, but if you've got multiple people in the room, everyone will turn red to the person that's got sight, and everyone needs to stand on the same tile. And or if people are already working out tiles that they want to get together on. But you see I've got a highlighted tile just in front of the statue. When everyone turns red, everyone stands on that square, and then someone will do potion, drop the potion on the floor, like pour the potion on the floor, and that will protect you from that. You've got the melee, the range, and the mage guys, as the little monkeys that are running around. You've got the acid or venom ones that are walking around now. They are a pain, but if there's less people in and they stay in a corner out of the way, they're not too bad. You've got shamans. Oh, there's a volatile running at me right now. Those, when they get close, they'll just explode. There's a shaman that I'm attacking now, and they spawn thralls. So you want to try and clear them as quick as you can, otherwise you end up getting a bit overrun. I think they seem to be weakest to range. There's another venom guy over there that I'm going to get. See pillars again, see the thing comes up. But yeah, whoever's got the sight, that will change just randomly, periodically. I don't know. But yeah, if there's more than one person in there, that will change. Other than that, I think it's just clearing through the room and getting through to the boss. But that's it for that room. So after what feels like forever, you've cleared the room. Now you can go back and get your supplies that you dropped at the beginning. If you didn't drop any, saves your time. I've got the whip for this room. You can use scythe, rapier, whatever you got. I don't have either of those, so I'm just using the whip. Seems to do the job, so I'm not too fussed. I'm just gonna brew up, restore, get my stats back up. You know, just like prepping for it. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna hammer spec when I go in as well. I've got my Dragon Ball hammer, but I don't know how much of a difference it makes. I only have 1 spec as well, so I just hit once. These rocks that he's dropped in the middle of the room, every now and again he'll do like a ranged attack, and you just want to be hugging those rocks. If you're against those rocks, you'll see now I'll take like 4 damage. If you're not anywhere near it, you'll take 40 damage. That thing that just come up on the floor, the circles, that was like an area attack. You want to get out of that. I've got an invocation making that harder. You want to stick your blowpipe on for this bit and hit the damage one. Just keep hitting the damage one, and you can just keep pushing your way through. It seems to be like 2 hits on these. On a solo, we was doing 5-man, yes, 4 or 5-man, and it was 1 hit each. So as long as everyone's just there, it's pretty simple. Don't get knocked down. is the aim of the game. Yeah, I've got the invocation on so that the middle is not safe. So if I'm actually in the middle of the room when he sends me flying down at the beginning, it will just kill me instantly. So I'll stay away. That's the thing on the floor you want to stay away from. This is a falling rock attack, comes up with a circle and it gets bigger. And then standing next to the rock. I'm standing on this side because I know it's safe if I knock him down. I think it's 66 and 33% roughly. So that's another floor AoE. It's not too bad. I think you take more damage if you're closer to the middle. So the further out you run, you take less. Range attack again, standing, hugging the rock again. And then he should be about to do the next one. So I've got to stay at the edge. If I was in the middle there, it would just push me straight down the hole, so I wouldn't have a chance. Back to the blowpipe. Same thing again. Attacking the damaged boulder, running up a little bit. Just trying to keep right off the bottom, because if you take one push, it pushes you down a little bit, but doesn't push you the whole way. So if you're not right at the bottom, you're kind of like safe a little bit. You can take 2 chances. If you've not got that pit on, I think you just get pushed to the bottom and you just keep taking damage every time the rocks hit you, so you kind of get like extra lives there, or extra chance there, so it's a bit safer. And back to the third phase, which is just killing him now. And I'm trying not to use supplies because at this point you can kind of out DPS the majority of it. Also, there will be monkeys, like baboons that spawn. I haven't actually had any. I think I'll get them right at the end. They'll spawn and they'll start attacking you with range. They'll go to the sarcophagus at the edge of the map and they'll do like, you know, like the Inferno, like Zuck healers. They fire out those fireballs that just like randomly hit. So if their monkeys get to those, they open them up. I've got a chance there, I think. Yeah, so they'll open them up and they'll start firing out these random fireballs, which you want to try and avoid. So you can kill the monkeys before they get there. See, I just left them at this point because I can out DPS them. But yeah, that's about all there is to it for that one. It's pretty straightforward. It's not too bad. But yeah.